Well, this week marked a major milestone for a device that we cannot live without.
What?
Our cell phones.
Oh,
That story kicking off today's trending stories. Here's a look at our hot topics brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Okay, well, Monday marked 50 years since the first mobile phone call was made, paving the way for future cell phone technology. It all started in 1973 with Motorola engineer Mark Cooper, who used a handheld mobile phone to call his friend Joe Engel, who worked at a rival company, Bell Labs. A decade later, the cell phone was released for commercial use. Check this out. At the time, it weighed nearly 2.5 pounds and cost around $3,500.
My goodness. This is a little more expensive, but I feel like our prices are creeping back up to be that high now with our phones. But man, what a milestone.
Do you remember your first cell phone?
Yes, I do. It was a brick. Like it was so
like
big.
Zach Morris?
Yes, like Zach Morris, and it had a big antenna. I remember the antenna being really big.
Yeah.
But man, at the time, that was the coolest thing if you had one of those.
Yep.
I also remember, and I don't know if this counts, my grandparents had a bag phone that they had in their
car.
Lincoln.
Yep.
And that was just 100%. My grandparents would have that,
My
of course.
grandma had one in her Buick.
Yes, of course.
My first cell phone was, it wasn't a flip phone. It was, I'm going to say Kyocera, something like that. Anyway, that was like the brand. And the mobile company we were with at the time was Singular. Which now is owned by Sprint and T-Mobile and stuff like that. But
I was with Singular for a minute.
That was my first cell phone.
Yes.
And I had like a really cute case. And then, of course, you didn't have a ringtone. You had songs.
Yeah.
And so Milkshake was my ringtone.
Because it brought all the boys to the phone.
That's right.
Call.
That's right.
I love that.
That's right.
Yes, well, that is a lot of fun. I can't believe that is that it's been that long.
Yes, indeed it has. Okay, next story. This is really cute. A viral story proves that age is nothing but a number when you're doing what you love.
Yeah,
check this
tell me
out.
more.
Meet Kitty. She's a 92-year-old greeter at a Meijer store in Kentucky. For 13 years, she's been spreading good cheer for 5 days a week, which she recently just cut down to 3 days a week. Her children bring her to work to start smiling at people at 6 a.m. Customers say no visit is complete without a friendly hello from Miss Kitty. You might be wondering, okay, how long does Kitty plan to work? Well, she says her and her boss have a plan. Her manager actually wants her to work for 7 more years, which she'll be 99 at that point. So Kitty says it just depends on, if she wants to do that or not. But I love this story.
Yes, keep going. I love it.
Keep going, Kitty, for sure.
Check this one out. A new study finds having pets in the house might decrease the chance of children developing certain allergies. So researchers in Japan found infants living with pet dogs had less allergic reactions to egg, milk, and nuts compared to those who weren't exposed to dogs at home. Similar results were found for infants living with pet cats. They were less likely to develop allergic reactions to egg, wheat, and soybean. The effect was seen in very young children up to the age of 3.
A child wrote this story to strengthen the argument around having pets. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I'm perfect. I'm with you. Love it so much. Well, let's switch gears to some celebrity news now. Brooke Shields has been known as beautiful and famous since she was an infant. A new documentary series reveals it's taken decades for her to feel confident in her talent. Pretty Baby, Brooke Shields, shows she's had success as a model, actor, author, and now lifestyle entrepreneur in spite of being sexualized and objectified in the media at a very young age and managing a tumultuous relationship with her mother. The series is a look back at how women were treated in the 80s and 90s, including Shields, revealing she was the victim of a sexual assault by a Hollywood executive after she graduated college. Pretty Baby, Brooke Shields' riveting series, is streaming right now over on Hulu.
Yes, this is one that's on my very long list of things to watch. She would be interviewing and talking about, things that she was working on, being a model, being in movies. And it's like they would not focus on that. It's like, oh, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. It's like, yes, but also I am doing these things.
Right.
I can't imagine
Let's
what
talk
that was
about
like
my
for her.
accomplishments.
Yes, absolutely. Well, here's a look at the latest trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is with Miles Morales returning in the latest chapter. In the movie, the Spider People disagree on how to handle a new threat, pitting themselves against each other in the process. Voice actors on this one include Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, Issa Rae, Jason Schwartzman, Brian Tyree Henry, and Oscar Isaac, to name a few. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the first of a two-part sequel to the Oscar-winning Into the Spider-Verse movie. This is going to be released in theaters on June the 2nd.
Yeah, when we were at the Dungeons & Dragons movie this past weekend, this trailer came on, and my kids' eyes lit up immediately.
Oh, nice.
They loved the first one, so excited to see this one. And the animation is so unique and beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, check this out. Warner Brothers has dropped a teaser trailer for their upcoming Barbie film. The iconic doll, played by Margot Robbie, is seen in a pink and perfect world alongside Ken, played by Ryan Gosling. There's an Oscar-nominated writer and director, Greta Gerwig, who wrote and directed the film. And it's got a cast of amazing actors as well joining it when it hits theaters in July.
Yeah, I know a lot of people excited about this. Me too. I love Barbie.
Yeah.